Hello and welcome back to Europa Universalis 4. I am Lord Forwind, here playing as the mighty, all-powerful Ottomans. So the plan for this video so far is to go and attack the Commonwealth, the second most powerful nation in the game, according to the game. And that is because they are getting very large, very powerful, and I particularly want their land. They are also militarily inferior to me. I am going to take this ahead the time in tech, just because the infantry fire and the combat width is going to be huge. So I've reorganized the army as much as I can. Hilariously, my Janissary army contains no Janissaries now, so I may need to change that name in the future. But anyway, we have regrouped the army, we have rebuilt the army, we are now losing money because of that, so I'm going to try and get rid of a couple unneeded forts if possible. I'll leave that one there. I don't particularly feel the need for that one there though. So we should be almost positive in money. We are positive in money. That might be because we just finished a mercenary too. And now we are going to attack, England's Defender of the Catholic Faith. You know, I'm not really too worried about England, but let's see how they're doing. 63,000. Okay, they could be a little troublesome. I'm going to bet and say we can still win this, mainly because they don't have defensive ideas. Do they have defensive ideas? They have defensive ideas. They don't have defensive ideas, nor have they hit their huge benefit at the end of morale and stuff. Of course, we don't have defensive ideas either, but I'm hoping we're large enough. We're actually over our force limit a bit. Plus, we got Russia, so I'm going to say we can do it. I'm going to do a holy war, call in Russia. Can't call in France, can't call in Tunis, sadly. Everything could go very wrong from this, but I'm going to hope and say it isn't going to go wrong. If it does, I really don't know what I will do. I haven't bothered to make a backup of this, but here we go. Hopefully we win. Can I afford another leader? Yeah, let's put another leader in. First targets break through Moldova. Question is, what will happen military access wise? Let's just call. Oh, Tunis will join me. Okay. And they've called a crusade. This could be bad. This could be very bad. We have military access here, but I can't walk there because of the fort. So I'm thinking, and of course a coalition forms. Great. Who else will form that coalition? Oh. This could be a very large coalition, now that I think about it. Well, if we win the war, the big premise is we'll try and give lands back to the Crimea, whatever. We'll give them those 5 provinces. We'll probably take Moldova itself. I probably should be redoing this mission because we're just slogging our way through trying to fight the Mamelukes. However, all I really need to do is either win battles or conquer enough land. The issue is, of course, all the nations joining a coalition against me. Okay. Anyhow, we should be able to break through this area fairly rapidly now. There is Austria's armies. I'm kind of thinking I need to overrun a lot of Poland first. Sorry, the Commonwealth first. That way the Russians can help. At the same time, I won't win the war by just beating the Commonwealth, because the Commonwealth can take on the Russians and win right now. which is slightly horrifying if one thinks about that. Just know that I just willingly attacked them. I'll take the corruption hit, I guess. I'm going to let Austria try and overrun Serbia. It's going to take a little while for them. I don't know what's the size of their army. Yeah, it's kind of small, but they do have Bohemia on their side. Apparently we now have an Abadi province in our land. Let's get rid of that. Okay, that's fallen. If I could take Warsaw, which of course is their capital, they might be willing to sue for peace very quickly. Most nations have lots of issues once you take their capital, so. I don't. I'll do raise levies just because I know I'm probably going to run out of manpower in this war. They're going to be taking a fair amount of attrition up there, but I don't know why Russia's launching half of the attacks they're doing. There's no way they win those. There's no way they win those. On the other hand, we are swiftly and very surely overrunning central Poland. Plus Tunis is on their way. And while they're not the most useful combat ally, they do supply some much needed cannon fodder. Sadly, Serbia's army just got destroyed. Or pretty close to it. But on the other hand, we have not taken Warsaw. Darn. I was hoping we would right there, but I guess I was wrong. Poland, on the other hand, is now returning. There's Warsaw. Nice and easy. Easy does it. I want to see how much war exhaustion they are not actually. Don't have nearly as much war exhaustion as I hoped they would. Great. Okay. Do I say the only goal for this war is for them to return their Crimean lands? For that, I need 31% war score. And to get them to be willing to surrender, which is a much harder proposition. In terms of combat, I think I'm the world leader in Miltech, other than France. It's not like I'm too worried about Russia running out of manpower in this war. The only thing I'm really honestly worried about is if they get overrun, which doesn't seem to be happening. If I can just break this line of Polish forts, that's pretty much the entire Commonwealth vulnerable to attack. Tunis, I think you'll win that fight. Close, but yes, you did win. We did take those two forts. Let's move on to those next two forts. Poland's already really wanting some peace, which is fine. After these, though, I want to move on towards Austria. I don't really know what I can do with any of their lands, per se. I'm honestly fine if they reoccupy a lot of these lands, because they have no forts around them, so I can just retake it nice and easy. We'll do annexation cost, I guess. At some point I'm going to have to fight Poland head on, but in the meantime, we're a third of the way to where we need to go in terms of peace. If we take those 4 forts, that should put us a lot closer. And it seems to be that our manpower is still really going really well. We seem to be losing about as many troops as we're regenerating a month. The fact that the coalition now is that big, though, is worrisome. At least they backed off my land for now. Okay, Poland's at 20. Oh, I've lost those scholars. Let's get those back. There we go. How are we doing now? Halfway there. Ideally, I want more than just those, but considering how large the coalition is, I'm starting to wonder if it would be... Discretion might be the better part of valor here, and to quit while I'm ahead. Wait, I can just stroll right to the Austrian capital? Yes, please. If I could peace out Austria, that would be really awesome. Shia Zealots, what a surprise. Let's treat you. Ooh, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. I may need to divert you to there too. Yeah, we're gonna win that, but wow. That honestly feels like a bit of a dumb move on my part, but I guess it wasn't, because I just threw more armies into that giant manpower hole. This is just a black hole of manpower for them. They should not have fought that battle. Wow. Just devastated their military. We must pay the elite troops. Ooh, that's gonna hurt. I haven't honestly seen a lot of these events. I mean, I have played with high-level professionalism, but maybe they're unique Janissary events? I don't know. I'm hoping, though, if Vienna falls, Vienna here, that they will want peace. Because most of their army is currently tied up in Russia, not doing anything productive. I mean, they have to take pretty much all of this to actually do damage to Russia. And they're not succeeding, and I'm just rapidly taking over their homelands. There we go. Let's do that to there, let's do that to there. Let's take out what remains of the Bohemian army. There we go. Integration's a slow process. Ooh, nice. Okay, that's good. I didn't want my corruption to go up any higher if I could avoid it. I don't actually need you. Thank you. I don't think there's any value for putting the land I just annexed into a state. It's some of the worst land in the game. So, what are we looking at here? Bohemia wants peace, Austria does not. They're willing to give me all of that. That's not enough for me, though. I'd like to take at least that land. So, essentially I'm going to have to peace out Austria for sure. And then maybe overrun the rest of Poland. I'm not seeing England come into this war anywhere so far. Are they in another war? No, they're not. Huh. That's odd. Maybe the English Navy's tingling with the Tunisian Navy and they're just not getting here? I mean, if that's the case, I'm really happy. Go Tunis. But with only 22 ships, I don't see them doing that. Okay. That is enough. I'd love for them to cancel their union over Bohemia. I mean, I suppose I could keep pushing. It's not like I'm in any trouble, really. Maybe for now I'll push on, keep pushing. At least I'd like to weaken Austria some, because they're always a big, strong Catholic nation in southern HRE. You have more cannons, so let's move you in there. Poland is having issues. Austria still wants to fight on for the moment. That will change shortly. I don't do anything there. It would be really awesome if I could liberate Bohemia, because that would put a major thorn in Austria's growth, especially because they're likely to turn into a Protestant nation. Honestly, I could have probably joined the Protestant League and done just as much damage. Oh. I'm curious to see how much the war score will go up or down if we force out Austria. But I really do want to force Austria to lose some lands. Well, Wallachian separatists. Come on. You know what, I'm just going to barrage. Oh, I can't barrage this for it because I'm not commander of the siege. Great. And I'm suffering some nasty attrition in that area. Darn. Well, let's pull you out. Now I've run out of manpower. Now things could be problematic. But it looks like Austria is getting ganged up on by whom? Oh, Protestant League is fired. Interesting. Huh. Silesia is emperor. They're winning right now. Saxony is losing. I'd say that's pretty much what I expected. I mean, that's the Protestant League. I'm not really thinking the Protestant League is going to succeed too much here. The only thing that might be going for them is that Austria is not on there, is not going to be in this war, really. Just want to take that fort, please. Come on, 20%. There we go. Okay, they will not yield on that front, but can I get them to return and maybe release nations? I could force them to do a little bit there. It's about the best I can get from Austria. Give land back to the Palatinate. Give land to Silesia, give some land to Brandenburg, and overall just be alive. Commonwealth 51%. Not as high as I would like, but not as low as it could be. It's really now, can Russia continue fighting on? Because I am starting to lose manpower. And apparently I just lost Macedonia, which is a bit annoying. Okay. Can I boost that? I can get military support, I guess. Can't give them any land, can't give them any money, really. Can I get more land than I was getting before? I can't even get what I want. Okay. Clearly shows the war needs to go on a bit further in that case. I just read this and that is Jedi-San, but it is Jedi-San. Yeah. Japanese pronunciation of a Polish word. I don't think so. I think I was just hallucinating that one. We do have a ticking war score though, which is nice. Question is it enough? I think I've got most of my armies on the move again. At least we've got the, we're not as massively over our diplomatic relations as we were. Actually, 1 second. Looking at this. Oh, that's the already existing coalition, pretty much. Anyway, I will take that deal. for now, that is a good start in my opinion. And now I need to really be wary of coalitions. And it only overextended me by 40%, so most of the war and war damage didn't even hurt me. Plus I got a pretty good fort out of that. So let's just see what the aftermath of this war is. But I'm going to go out on a limb and say that I don't think really anyone's going to join a coalition against me, and the coalition against me may actually start to collapse some. Really comes down to if they leave the coalition. And I am in a position where I could fight you guys again, so you should leave the coalition as fast as possible. Okay. And nothing's going to happen for a little while. Okay, our manpower reserves are originating very slowly thanks to that 20% penalty. But it should be 10 months, we should be in good shape. Our casualties were not actually that bad. Russia is not necessarily the happiest with us because we didn't actually give them land, but neither did we hinder their land. Where's that? There we go. Outraged countries will start improving some relations there. And I think that'll be it for this war. We stole 3 provinces from them. We gave 4 provinces back to the Crimea, who now actually has a military. Genoa is almost weak enough for us to threaten or even outright attack. They get much weaker. The Protestant League is going heavily in favor of the Catholics. And overall, we're first in everything except the diplomatic rank, and we now control the whole central part of the Arabian Peninsula. So, thank you guys all for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye for now.